All right, welcome back, and we're going to start chatting about Andrew Carnegie. I apologize for some technical difficulties there at the beginning of the lesson, but Andrew Carnegie was a very interesting fellow with many contradictions about his life, and we'll talk about some of those. Carnegie is best known for the Bessemer process, which essentially makes steel affordable to the average American. Instead of being something that's only afforded to by the wealthy, after the Bessemer process comes to the United States, steel is affordable essentially for all Americans. So Carnegie believes in that philosophy of survival of the fittest. He is a fan of Darwin and social Darwinism. Okay, and as we can see there in the quote, he says, quote, and while the law of competition may be sometimes hard for the individual, it is best for the race because it ensures the survival of the fittest in every department. So let's talk about that. Okay. So Carnegie believed that instead of tooth and claw, this survival of the fittest is economic. Government interference to reward society and the economy was futile, so it was not necessary for government to interfere. And he believed that natural selection was necessary for the advancement of the human race as well as businesses within the United States. Carnegie adds to this grim concept the gospel of wealth, which states that economic winners have a responsibility to those below. I know, right? What an awesome philosophy. And he did believe that individuals must have absolute freedom to struggle, succeed, or fail. So as we chat, we definitely want to have this guy not only on our Men Who Built America sheet, but possibly in your notes as well would be a great idea. And this piece here really summarizes his idea on businesses and the individual. However, this last bullet here also does a great job in talking about the need that, with great power comes great responsibility. All right, so I would have, again, Carnegie as our section off here. Again, like we said, he believes in the survival of the fittest, which, is chatted about quite a bit here in this slide. Okay, he does believe, though, that the economic winners do have a responsibility to those below them, and that the individual must have the absolute freedom to struggle, succeed, or fail. All right, let's take a look at the next slide. So here are some pictures again of Carnegie working as a boy in a textile mill and later in life, and he says, again, the man who dies rich dies in disgrace. But this theory of survival of the fittest was filled with contradictions for Carnegie. He argued against government regulation, which again is that laissez-faire economics, but he did welcome government assistance. So even as he railed against government regulation and laws and agencies that oversought business, he welcomed grants and tariff reductions, tax reductions, anything he could get to essentially make him more money. All right, let's check out the next slide. So again, I'll post on my website, hopefully for y'all, the link to the YouTube clip here for episode 3, chapters 2 and 3 on Carnegie if we were out, or if we just want to refresh. Carnegie is definitely an interesting fellow and has a huge impact still today on our country. And again, Another quote by him, and while the law of competition may be sometimes hard for the individual, it is best for the race because it ensures the survival of the fittest in every department, like we said earlier. All right, our next video, we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical integration, but we will leave off here and we'll pick it up there as well. So I hope you guys got some awesome information on Carnegie, and next we'll chat about horizontal and vertical integration. All right, see you soon.